Right. So Ezy and I are going back to continue talking because we're talking backstage and some interesting things came up and I was like, Ezy, we should have said these things during the episode. So let me just record them so that we can get them together because the whole essence of the thing is to share ideas that can be helpful to people right away, things that are not conscious of. So Ezy, go. You were talking about. Please take it from
Okay,
there.
so guys, this is not a time to pretend that all is well, and we all know what we're going through. Like we said earlier, there's a lot we can do. The little savings matter a lot. Let me give you guys a true scenario of what I do in my house. So I have this basket that is just beside the kids. So what we do is whenever we have guests and we give them canned drinks or we buy milk, anything that has to do with can, even containers, plates, bowls, whatever we are not in need of anymore, that is not good enough to give to anyone, I just throw them in there. And when I started throwing it in, I had no idea what I wanted to do with it. So I just throw them in there. And then when these malams that come to pick metal from the dustbin come, I just sell it to them, whatever the price. I've made as much as 3,000 and I did not litter anything. It's just in a basket that I dumped today. Now my children call it the metal container because that's where we collect metals, you know. We just dump things there. We sell, even if there are days I've made 200 naira. I use it to fix a shoe, a cut slippers. So these are little things. Like I said earlier on, I had a jerry can for groundnut oil that was in my house. I had a woman I usually give it to, and then she relocated 2 years ago. So I had it in my house, and I just took it when I was going
You
to the
happened to
market
go out with it
because
that it was in your trunk.
I felt it was in the trunk of my car, and I know that they use it. I actually knew, but I kept it there because I was thinking of who to give it to. And while I was about to leave the market, I just asked the woman selling bread oil beside me. I said, "Do you buy these jerry cans?" I pointed to the one she had, and she said, "Yes." Men and brethren, 3,000 naira for 2 jerry cans. I took my money home after shopping. So these are little ways. It's not because you want to enrich yourself. You can actually even collect that money and sow it into someone's life.
Yes,
But
exactly.
nothing is a waste. Everything around us. If you check now in Nigeria, plastic bottles are being bought like crazy. You see dumpster divers digging into your scavengers, digging into your dustbin, trying to pick up plastic bottles because they sell it to another group that will sell it to wherever, and then it gets to the recycling companies. These things are money. These guys are making money, and you're looking at them like they're going through hell. They are fine.
And as I
So
said,
find a way to save.
even if you
There's
don't
a
have
woman in
those
my area.
things,
She
you
uses
may have
bottled water,
relatives.
so she collects it and sells.
You may have relatives who have those things in their
You
homes
can
and
you can ask your
they throw
friends.
away. You tell
You
your
can
cousin, tell
you
your
can have your
auntie,
you can ask your friends.
yeah,
Yes. Tell your friends, please keep
give
your
them to
metals
me.
for me. I'll pick them up later. The first day they will laugh at you and it ends there. The second day they come to your house, the malt they're drinking is from their money. And they don't know. They already paid for their drinks in advance. So there's a lot we can do. We're talking about planting. It looks like, oh, it's not a dirty job. Let me give you an instance. Whenever I buy spring onions from the market, I have a bottle water that I've cut open.
Because you are frozen.
I just put in my flour
Like
alive
I'm hungry, sorry. I'm in my kitchen.
and
Yeah, you're
putting
frozen.
it by. Okay, sorry, my network logged me out. So
Mhm.
so I just keep it there and then I cut from there and it keeps regenerating. That's spring onions. And after a while, because
No,
of
we
too
missed
much
it.
water
We,
and no
we missed
soil,
what you were
it
saying.
withers. So, but I must
We
have
didn't hear what you
used more
said.
than.
We missed it.
Oh, sorry. I said when I buy spring
Mhm.
onions, I have this plastic bottle that I cut. I just add water, put my spring onions,
Mhm.
and put by my kitchen window sill, and it stays fresh for as long as I need it. So I just
Mhm.
keep cutting, and when I cut, I notice it starts regenerating because the roots are
Mhm.
in water.
Wow.
So, but after a while, the roots get so soggy because there's no soil to it. And then I throw it
Mhm.
away and buy another one. But at least for the next 2, 3 weeks, I have spring onions fresh.
Mhm.
And it's there and it keeps regenerating. Once you make something light, even rice, I use it to garnish it. There's a lot we can do.
And I asked you how
This is
you
a
grow
time.
the
If you don't
food.
naturally, I go, out of my way because I just love improvising. Being raised by educators has an advantage. You have to think, you have to use your head. Because growing up, they'll tell you use your head. So now I'm using my head. Please use yours. There's a lot we can do. We're talking about having a collective house where you store, soup if you don't have light. Make an arrangement with someone. If it's giving them a token, but it will save you making fresh soup all the time. Buying fresh things because every day their prices are changing.
We said people will be scared to keep their stuff.
People are scared. There are so many ways to secure
it. Then we said,
because you're not going to put it in your enemy's house. It has to be
no. Then, well, remember that we've had another discussion where I was saying
we can have communal
freezer, right?
Communal freezer. Yeah.
And then we are sharing the space there. So if you know there are 6 of us,
it can be in a shop.
But then you're talking about that space
allocated, but you pay for electricity. The person you are afraid of has to be somewhere you're going.
We had a suggestion where we said, everybody, you can have your container that you can actually lock. You can lock it, so this way you're not afraid that somebody is going to put something in your food, if that is your fear, right? So that container, if anybody tampers with it, you will know that it's been tampered with. And if this freezer is being shared by 4 people or 6 people, everybody has this amount of space. If what you are, then as you said, but some people will say, I only have a bowl. Why do I have to pay the same amount for this freezer running? And I said,
you
okay,
sell your space to somebody else.
You can sell that space to the person who has plenty of things to store. Right? So all of us are paying, if it's going to cost us 6,000 a month, and there are 6 of us, are paying 8,000 each. And your space is small, then you sell the rest of your space to somebody, right? And all of us are keeping our things frozen in that place. They are safe, they are frozen. But I know anything you are saying that people are not as cooperative, that there will always be a problem like people will start fighting over.
Communal living in Nigeria has issues attached to it.
But you have to take your time. Everybody has to agree. Yes, I am ready.
These are ideas you can.
And I'm going to. Yeah, and I'm going to pay for my.
You can explore with your friends.
And then you choose somebody. Choose one person.
Think about it. Explore. In front of your house, you can uproot the flowers. We know we need them for fresh air, but every plant gives us oxygen. That's the truth about life. We don't need the beautification right now. Use that front of your house to plant scent leaf. Everybody will come and pluck. You still see the one you pluck. We're in rainy season already.
Or keep your company.
There's so many things you can plant.
Yeah. And you were saying you weren't buying fertilizer. Please tell them how you do those things.
Nobody will come and harvest your yam.
You said you will just throw your rice. You gather your food crumbs, right?
Yeah. And guess what? You don't need to buy fertilizer. I don't eat fertilizer foods. They are purely organic. Waste, your kitchen waste. When your rice burns a little, it's always burning in Nigeria for you to get that jollof rice, So scrape it. Leftover foods, gather it. The ones that are not edible anymore. Gather it together, put it at the base of the plant. That's the manure you need. You don't even need to cover it. It just needs a little shower and then it starts rotting in and it will not smell. These are practical things I'm doing.
You have to tell us again because I don't know how you're going to keep that thing that it won't smell. You have to explain it.
Oh, was I frozen?
I'm not sure whether it was me and my hunger or whether
No, I was at a point. So all I'm saying is, as you plant your tomato and your pepper, you have manure around you. You don't need to go and get animal dung.
You're frozen just in case you don't know.
Cow dung, goat dung, cut onions, the shell. My goodness, my network is terrible today.
Right.
When you buy your cucumber, eat the body, the juice wherever you can, but you see a little bit of that seed, or you just throw it on top of the container, or leave it in the plate for a day or two, and that's all. Now you have cucumber plate. It does not need space. It needs one root as tiny as my finger. my index finger. That's all, one stem, and then it goes down, and then it starts coiling around. So please, spinach. We now eat spinach in Nigeria. People know that. They don't take anything to plant. The rains have just started. You can plant corn in between your flowers. Well, please take away the flowers right now. Plant food stuff. I'm doing it. I'm not telling you stories. You can. They are doable. Your house will still look cute. But at least you know the food you're eating. Because a lot of this fertilizer are one of the major causes of the health challenges we're facing now. And the drugs are not cheap. For the
Oh my
federal
God.
government
You
to
know
try
what
to
I found
review
out
the prices
recently?
of drugs.
Is if I tell you what I found out recently, I was like, oh my
What?
gosh,
About drugs?
I have to bring this to share. No. All the things that all along I've been concerned about all the modified foods and everything, right? But
Yeah.
there's stuff that we don't know that we are consuming. It's not modified food, it's just things that you think is regular. They give it to you and you even go and be asking for it. It's part of what's causing
What's
all the
that?
craziness. I'll bring it. I'll bring the topic.
Wow. So
Yeah.
there's a lot going on. Guys, you can. One way to keep your environment clean, you see all those containers you're not using that are stored at the back of the house.
There are
Turn
more.
flower pots. They are not flower pots. Turn them into plant pots. Just put a
Yeah,
little soil from the street
yes,
there.
yeah.
Just a
For
little soil.
planting.
So you don't need it to
For
be
those
deep.
yeah. And if you
You
were
don't
saying
need
that
it to be deep.
I'm talking about people who live in face me and face you and all that, they're not the ones who necessarily need this help,
It's the
right?
average Nigerian like you and
The
I. Trust
average.
me. Oh.
Yeah.
Please. And you can even shop for people. Every day, if there's a woman that sells tomato in your street, trust me, 3 to 4 times a week, they're in mouth off,
That's
no matter
true.
how much they buy. So what you do is, if you decide to be doing home delivery for people, you can say 5,000. In that 5,000, there's tomato, there's pepper, there's onion, there's this, there's that. Go and liaise with that woman that goes to market every day because you have another job and you can't go so often. And trust me, those other people will not be buying every day. It might be every Saturday. So that Saturday, you can decide to go shopping and
Mm.
package and deliver to all of them. And by the time
You're frozen.
you do that, you'll notice that what you eat for the week has come out. Just
That's
tomato
true.
down the road.
That's true.
Ask her how much. Some don't buy a basket, they buy rubbers. So ask her how much is it today. Use it to do your costing before you go. All your customers, this is the current price, willing or not, ready to go, fresh supply. Trust me, market it, market it, market it. Use your status, use everything you have. And then you'll be their go-to person for the dirty job. Because a lot of them that used to buy tomatoes from supermarket are now looking for cheaper alternatives. As long as your price is cheaper and you're delivering, they will always come back to you. So that's a good business venture
Okay.
to go into. Food never goes
All
out
right.
of style. So you buy, you deliver, and you have yours for the week without spending a dime. Just your time.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so let's end it so it doesn't get too long. Thank you
Just
so much
stress.
for these
All
contributions.
right,
Yeah.
guys.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Hope I was able to help someone somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye. Blessings to everyone.
Good night.